Hello viewers, welcome to my YouTube channel Inside Geography with Saad Rahujo. Today I'm again in front of you with another lecture which is from the Geography of Pakistan. In this lecture we'll discuss about the glaciers of Pakistan. You know, glaciers are always been a key for Pakistan because these are the important source of fresh water in Pakistan. So in this lecture we not only see the where these glaciers are being lying, what are the locations of these glaciers, and we also see which are those glaciers, what are the major glaciers of Pakistan. We also see that the current scenario of climate change, so how climate change has affected the glaciers of Pakistan. So we'll see what could be the future scenario once we have the climate change, because you know the Pakistan has already been one of the top 10 countries where the climate change impacts are very significant. I'll say most of them are being negative. So in this regard, we see what could be the future scenario of glaciers Pakistan once we have these glaciers start to melt or they start to retreat. So what could be the scenario or how it can impact the agriculture of Pakistan, and same time the what other components which are being dependent, such as the electro generation, means power generation, also be the industry and agriculture. So we'll see all these things. So let's start. It's going to be very interesting topics. So let's start the glaciers. So before going to the glaciers of Pakistan, let's discuss what does mean by the glacier. So what could be the definition of the glacier? So a glacier is a huge mass of ice that moves slowly over land because of the weight of thick layer or above of, or the force of gravity. So what does it mean? Glacier is a gigantic, a big mass of ice which has been slowly moving under the influence of gravity, one, and they have a weight. अब ग्लेशियर किसको कहते हैं कि ऐसी चीज जो जो बर्फ पे मुश्तमिल हो, एक बड़ी बर्फ का हिस्सा हो, बर्फ का टुकड़ा हो, जो मूव करे, जो आहिस्ता आहिस्ता मूव करे. एंड यू नो व्हाई दे आर मूविंग, व्हाई ग्लेशियर मूविंग? बिकॉज दे हैव द प्रेशर, बिकॉज दे हैव अ वेट, बिकॉज दे आर सो जायंटिक, सो बिग, इतने बड़े हैं कि जो नीचे है उसके ऊपर प्रेशर होता है तो नीचे लेयर स्टार्ट टू मेल्ट. तो जब जिस तरह आहिस्ता थोड़ा मेल्ट होना शुरू करता है तो उसके साथ वो नीचे बॉटम से वो मूव होना भी शुरू करता है. एंड अनदर फैक्टर could be the gravity. So the term glacier comes from the French word glacis, which means ice. This is the French word. Glaciers are often called rivers of ice, similarly rivers of water. At the same time, glaciers are similarly are called the rivers of ice. So glaciers are made up of fallen snow that has been continuously over the years compressed into large thickened ice mass. So how the glaciers are formed? When we have a continuous fall of ice on a particular place in a given time, when it's been continuously year to years, ice has been falling, they start to accumulate, they start to mucky, वो जमा होना शुरू हो जाते हैं, and they make the layers, and then they make the layers, and those layers start to compress or compacted. So this process is called the glaciation. इस process को हम glaciations भी कहते हैं कि because this is a continuous process. When you have a continue snowfall or ice fall, and it is being slowly and gradually accumulated, and it like take the shape of the mountain. So glaciers occupy about 10% of world's total land area, mostly located in polar regions such as Antarctica, Greenland, and Canadian Arctic. So दुनिया में the 10% of land area is covered by the glaciers, and most of these glaciers are in the polar region. So if you remember, we had also another video, latitudinal difference or latitudinal regions of the world. So we see we had an equator, we have a tropical, we have a temperate, and we have a polar region. So polar regions are mostly colder areas where there is a always temperature remains below 0 degrees. So these glaciers mostly are found in Antarctica, Greenland, and Canadian Arctic. Glaciers are remnants of last ice age when ice was covered nearly 32% of the land. So this is the continuity. Glaciers are the continuity of ice age. पुराने दौर से चलते आ रहे हैं, वो पुराना दौर जिसको आइस एज कहा जाता था, उस आइस एज में there were 32% of land was under the ice. Now we have a 10%. At that time we have a 32%, and 30% were the ocean. So at that time in ice age period, we had 32% ice and 32% water. So most glaciers lie within mountainous regions. So if you look at the location, particular location of glacier, mostly glaciers are found at the altitudinal regions, means the region which have height, or the mountains because they have a height, and the glaciation process mostly happens at the altitudinal, or have the regions or the place having a height. So now it comes to the glaciers of Pakistan. Pakistan has some of the world's highest and most beautiful mountains. Everybody knows about those mountains. Out of world's 30 tallest peak, 13 are located in Pakistan's territory, including K2. So Pakistan has a mountainous ranges, and they are so beautiful. These mountains are having a height, and they are so beautiful. So out of 30 peaks, 13 peaks are being found in Pakistan. तो दुनिया में जितनी भी बड़ी peaks पाई जाती है, उसमें 13 से 14 जो है ना, वो peaks पाकिस्तान पाई जाती है. And among them is the K2, which is another call is the Goodwin Austen. 8,611 meters is the height of K2. The second highest peak in the world, which is being called the Nanga Parbat, naked mountain Parbat, 8,125 meters, is the ninth highest peak. In Pakistan, Nanga Parbat is the second highest peak. In the world, its number is 99th. So, and the Trichmir with the number 3rd, 7,690 meters in the Hindu Kush. So, we have a mountainous region where we have these mountains, Karakoram, Hindu Kush, and Himalaya. So, these regions is being covered with the mountains, and they've contained highest peaks of the world. So because of large number of loftiest mountains and heavy precipitation characteristic of monsoon climate, the North Mountain ranges of Pakistan, including Hindu Kush, Hindu Raj, Kohistan Range, Nanga Parbat Massif, and the Karakoram Himalaya 3, host some of the largest and the longest mid-latitudinal glaciers of the world. Because as we discussed before, that most of the glaciers are found at the mountainous area. So Pakistan have definitely mountainous area, and I already told you these are the Karakoram, Hindu Kush, Nanga Himalayas. So these regions of the world, we have a Nanga Parbat Massif, we have Kohistan Range. These are the host place for the glaciers of Pakistan. Not only these are the mountains, North Mountains of Pakistan, at the same time they are the glaciers of Pakistan. So now we see the location of the area of the mountains of Pakistan. So Pakistan's glaciers are spread over an area of about 16,933 square kilometers. So this is the total area of the glaciers of Pakistan, which is about 15% of mountainous regions. So जो पाकिस्तान की mountainous regions है, उनमें से 15% glaciers पाए जाते हैं. So this is the area of the glaciers of Pakistan. This is the location of Pakistan. They are in the north of Pakistan. These are the different glaciers of Pakistan. You can see, we'll see in coming slides the individual names and the location of these glaciers of Pakistan. So Pakistan is a home of 108 peaks which are above 6,000 meters, and numerous peaks about 5,400. So we have lots of peaks which height is 6,000, 5,400. So these glaciers are enormous reservoir of fresh water, and their meltwater is an important source of water for the rivers. Country's rivers. So these are the main source of fresh water Pakistan. So the rivers of Pakistan get the water once these glaciers start to melt. So Pakistan's glacier system consists numerous large and small sized glaciers found in the northern mountain ranges of Karakoram, Himalaya, Hindu Kuch is the main location of the glaciers. So these glaciers, they have a different heights and different size. So these glaciers are also the biggest mass collection of the glaciers ice found anywhere in the whole world outside the North and South Pole. So if you exclude the North and South poles of the world, the rest of the ice is found in the northern mountains of Pakistan. इसका मतलब ये हुआ कि अगर नॉर्थ और साउथ को छोड़ के, जो नॉर्थ पोल है और साउथ पोल, इन दोनों को छोड़ के, because definitely there are more glaciers will be there by looking at the climate of those or location of those areas. Rest of the glaciers are mostly found in Pakistan. So Pakistan is a lucky country where we have a glaciers, lots of glaciers. They have different size and the about 37% of surface area of Karakoram under glaciers. यानी कि 37% glacier जो है ना वो Karakoram के, they are being found in the Karakoram. 70% are only found in Himalaya, Nepal, India, and China put together 22. So if you are putting together India, Nepal, and in China, their glaciers region, they covered they comprise of 22%. Combinedly, 22% land areas covered with the glacier. While only in Pakistan, 37% covered with the from the Karakoram. So overall, according to the conservative estimate, there are more than 120 major glaciers and numerous smaller glaciers in northern highlands of Pakistan, and many of these still need to be explored and documented. So still, these glaciers are not being explored or being documented. We need more research on those glaciers. Again, Adam said 17% of land area, if you cover or combine together, 70% of land area of Nepal, India, and China, they combine together the area which is under the glacier, which is 17%, and whole of Pakistan 15%, or only 37% in the Karakoram area. So we need to have a more exploration and documentation of these glaciers, so we have more knowledge on that. So now we are coming, which are the important glaciers of Pakistan. As I told you, there are different size and the length of these glaciers. So we have a Siachen Glacier, we have a Baltoro Glacier, we have a Biafo, we have a Spar, we have Panma, we have Chogolugma, we have Buttra, we have Bradru, we have Dapara. So these are the different glaciers of Pakistan. If you look at the area they have been containing, 685 square kilometer the area under the Siachen, and its length is 71. While Baltoro, it is 529 and 62 kilometer the length of these glaciers. So you can see in the slide during the lecture, you stop that slide and you can easily get the details of these glaciers. So what is the importance of these glaciers of Pakistan? So northern glaciers are key source of fresh water in Pakistan. No doubt, this is the main source of fresh water in Pakistan. The entire glacier covered the areas of upstream of Tarbela, Chitral, Swat, and Jhelum basin. So if you look at the Swat, Jhelum, and Tarbela and Chitral basin, these are being entirely covered by the glaciers of Pakistan. So glacier feed rivers, which is 75% of stored water supply in the country. So what is the stored water we have? 75% water comes from the glaciers, and these glaciers give water to the river. So 75% water to the rivers of Pakistan comes from the glaciers. So Pakistan's economy is a water-oriented economy, closely connected with the water from glacier melt. Why we say the Pakistan's economy is the water-oriented? Because Pakistan is heavily dependent on agriculture. So agriculture is the main component of the economy of Pakistan, and agriculture is being dependent on the irrigated water. Irrigated water is being dependent on the rivers. River flow are being dependent on the glacier melt. So Pakistan's economy is a water-oriented economy, and glaciers have an important role in that. The upper Indus River flow is heavily dependent on snow and ice melt water supplies. It's been clear now. The upper Indus basin still hold the major water reserves of Pakistan. Glaciers have a significant impact on agriculture, drinking water supplies, hydroelectric power, and ecological habitat. So glaciers not only provide water, but direct water to the rivers, but it's been have an influence on the agriculture because they are being depending on the rivers. Drinking water supplies, most of Pakistan is dry. Most parts of Pakistan don't have the underground water supplies. Directly you can't use that water, so they are being depending on the river water. Hydroelectric power generation, पाकिस्तान में जो बिजली पैदा होती है mostly is being coming from the water, so it's being generated through the water. Ecological habitat, so once you don't have a water, you can say that's also being threatening your ecological well-being or health of your ecology or ecological habitats. Because of this, different birds and animals are being surviving. So this is a great importance in different perspectives. Now we are coming to the climate change and melting of the glacier. We'll see these how the climate change, which is an alarming issue of the world, where everybody is talking about the climate change. And climate change is not only the affecting those countries which are at the hit list, but it has been globally changing the almost all the countries. So some countries which are being getting the benefit from the climate change, and other countries which are getting the negative, they're having a negative impacts of those climate change. So Pakistan is one of those countries where we have a negative impacts. So these impacts are not only reducing the water supply, but the agriculture production, also have an impact on the temperature of Pakistan. So in this situation, we'll see what happens here. The greenhouse effect absorption and the emission of infrared radiation by the atmosphere gases have been warming the Earth atmosphere in the surface. So because we are being continuously using these greenhouse gases, mostly carbon, CFCs, carbon fluorocarbons, these gases, means carbon is being burning, so it's go to the up in the atmosphere, and it's come down again in the form of also the rain or the winds, whatever we call it. So it's been again coming down. So it is not only polluting our environment, same time it's also been raising the temperature of the surface. So the surge in the global temperature has started retreating the glaciers globally. तो ये जो टेम्परेचर में क्या कहते हैं, टेम्परेचर में बढ़ावा आया है, the temperature has increased, it also affected the glaciers all over the world. दुनिया में जहां भी glaciers पाए जाते हैं, they are start to retreating, they start to reduce. उनकी जो साइज है, वो लेंथ है, वो कम होती जा रही है, because they start to melt quickly, क्योंकि दुनिया का जो टेम्परेचर वो बढ़ चुका है, और दुनिया का टेम्परेचर बढ़ रहा है because we have a more mechanized life, mechanized industrial world, where we are being not only relying mostly on the the devices or industrial production. So we have also rich transportation. So we need to control this. So let's see. The glaciers are assessed by the glaciologist by examining the general health with the mass balance, length and area. So जो glaciers experts होते हैं, they examine the general health of the glaciers. They see that their length, their area, and the mass balance. So when they see that something start to affecting or something negative happens, they indicate, they let to the world that this is going to happen. So the recent outcomes of research has revealed that Pakistan's glaciers are melting fast due to rise in temperature, especially which are at the low elevation. So particularly in Pakistan, क्योंकि पाकिस्तान का टेम्परेचर भी बढ़ गया है, एवरेज टेम्परेचर भी स्टार्ट टू इंक्रीज. एवरेज टेम्परेचर, अगर पाकिस्तान का टेम्परेचर इफ यू कंपेयर लास्ट 50 to 60 years, आप देखेंगे उसमें बड़ा फर्क आया है. So it has affected the glaciers, or the glaciers start to melt, particularly those glaciers which are being found at a low land or low elevation. वो जो फुट हिल्स और द फुट ऑफ द माउंटेन, जो नीचे माउंटेन्स हैं, अब जैसे जैसे साउथ की तरफ आएंगे वो माउंटेन्स जो है ना वो मेल्ट होते जा रहे हैं, क्योंकि टेम्परेचर बढ़ रहा है, तो उस वजह से ये स्टार्ट हुआ. द कंपैरिजन ऑफ एवरेज टेम्परेचर ऑफ लास्ट 30 years shows that almost 1.5 डिग्री सेल्सियस इंक्रीज इन टेम्परेचर. तो अगर कंपेयर करें लास्ट 30 ईयर से, तो पाकिस्तान में जो टेम्परेचर वो एवरेज 1.5 डिग्री बढ़ा है. सेंटीग्रेड उसका बढ़ा हुआ है. High mountain climate even experience a warmer average temperature by additional 0.4 centigrade. जो पाकिस्तान के mountainous areas हैं, which are in the north of Pakistan, they are observing more, increase in the temperature even from southern part of Pakistan. So agar if you are being observing that this temperature has been increasing, definitely is being impacting or being influencing the glaciers of Pakistan. The Siachen Glacier has shrunk 0.36% since 1960. So 1960 के बाद आप देखेंगे कि पाकिस्तान का जो सियाचिन ग्लेशियर है, it has shrunk. वो कम हुआ है, उसकी साइज कम हुई है 0.3%. And this is the, I'll say still we need to have a more, research on that. Many lakes have started to flow abruptly, leading to flash floods and extreme threats to mountain inhabitants, and same time rise in the sea level. So what happens once these glaciers start to melt? They take the shape of the lakes, and those lakes, start to fill quickly, and they give the, like the feeling, scenario of flash floods. So afterwards, the flash floods start to, flash floods means floods are everywhere. So where the people are been living on those part of area in mountainous area, जो लोग mountain areas में रह रहे हैं, तो उनको बड़ा नुकसान होता है. उनके not only their possessions but their homes, their property, their agriculture land and other things, So ये बड़ा issue है वहाँ पे, and the same time rise in sea level. So once these lakes start to flow, where the water will go, it will come to the sea. So our sea level start to rise, क्योंकि वो पानी उनकी तरफ आ रहा है. वो पानी कहाँ जमा होता है? वो आके पानी कहाँ जमा होता है? आके समंदर में आके जमा होता है. So we'll see the examples. I'm not giving you the one by one, glacier which are being affected. Almost all the glaciers are Pakistan be affected by the climate change or surge in the temperature. I'll give you one or two examples of these. So Bautra Glacier, this is the Bautra Glacier. Bautra Glacier is one of the largest glacier outside the polar region. Bautra Glacier feed river Hunza in northern areas which flow west to east. तो जो glacier Bautra Glacier का जो पानी होता है, it comes to the Hunza River, and which is the largest glacier outside the polar region. So river Hunza is joined by the Gilgit and the Nalta River before it flows into the Indus River. So it was observed that the ice-covered and ice-free areas in the year 1992 was 98 square kilometer. This was the land area of Bautra Glacier, in 1992, and 25 kilometers respectively. Whereas in the year 2000, the ice-covered area reduced to 81,000. So it was from 98 to 81. So look at how much is being reduced. It's been reduced. So in 1992, it was 98 square kilometer. In 2000, even the 20 years back. So it is 81 kilometers. We don't know what is the current situation. Consequently, increasing the ice area of 42 square kilometers. So look at how this glacier start to molting because of the river flow and their areas being reducing. Once they start to melt, definitely we have water, but we need to have a continuous supply of water. It will be sure once we have a glaciers. अगर वो glaciers कम होते जाएंगे, अब तो पानी मिलेगा, मगर कोई वक्त ऐसा आएगा कि जब glaciers नहीं बचेंगे तो हमें पानी नहीं मिलेगा. So we need to maintain those glaciers. So Biafo Glacier is the third largest glacier in the Karakoram and the fourth largest in Asia. In Asia, it's the number 4th largest and is the 3rd largest in Karakoram. The Biafo Glacier is located on the south-facing slope of the Karakoram Range. If you're coming toward the south, it is in the Karakoram Range. It is in the Baltistan area of Ladakh. It lies in the center of Shigar River Basin. The main stream originating from this glacier is Barludu River, flows into the Shigar River, which in turn the tributaries of river Indus River. So means on any form, any direction they are been coming, but they are giving water to the Indus River. But they are before joining Indus River, they are being giving water to different smaller rivers or the streams. So the research revealed that snow and ice cover in 1992 was 92 0.807 square kilometer, while 2000 ice cover reduced to 86. So it has been reduced from 92 to 86. So these are the examples. You see how these glaciers are being reducing with the time. So we need to have a clear planning to control, manage these glaciers. We need to restore these glaciers, because it's very important for the Pakistan, not only in terms of water supply, agriculture, but also for the water generation, for the power generation, and the ecology. So it's very important for us, to control the climate change impacts through, I'll say, through afforestation and through reducing the pollutants, or carbon gases. So this is few examples which I've been giving, but I'm telling you, almost all the glaciers of Pakistan been retreating, are been reducing, their size been reducing, their size has been decreasing. So we need to have a proper or wise planning, so to save our glaciers. So thank you very much for watching my lecture. So if you like my videos and lectures, please subscribe and share also with your friends for the more video. Till then, take care of yourself. See you very soon.